A very good afternoon to you. This is TV Sapienza on Star Times Channel 260. Today is Thursday, the 4th of September 2025. My name is Joe Igbo. In our news headlines this afternoon, 29 persons have been confirmed dead in a boat accident at the Gausawa community in the Borgu local government area of Niger State. The West African Examinations Council (WAEC) has given assurances that the forthcoming computer-based West African Senior School Certificate Examination, or CB-WASSCE, will be accessible to students in every part of Nigeria, regardless of location. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund (NELFUND) has urged tertiary institutions to speed up the verification process for beneficiaries of the loan scheme. And the Minister of Education, Olatunji Alausa, has dismissed concerns about potential strikes by the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU. Now the details of the news. 29 persons have been confirmed dead in a boat accident at the Gausawa community in the Borgu local government area of Niger State. The boat was said to have taken off from the Tungansule community in Shagunu Ward, carrying 90 passengers who were heading to the Duga community for a condolence visit. A statement by the Director of Information and Special Duties, Niger State Emergency Management Agency, Dr. Ibrahim Audu Husseini, indicates that 50 people were rescued alive, while search and rescue operations are still on for possible recovery of missing persons. It states that the incident is attributed to overloading and collision with a tree stump. Both accidents are fairly common in Nigeria, often due to overloading, poor regulation, and inadequate safety precautions. Last month, about 25 people went missing after a boat accident in Sokoto State. In December 2024, 54 bodies were recovered from the River Niger after a boat that may have been carrying more than 200 passengers capsized. The Kebbi State Police Command has arrested a 20-year-old woman, Mariam Atiku, for allegedly burying her newborn baby girl alive. Police spokesperson CSP Nafiu Abubakar told journalists in Birnin Kebbi that the incident happened in the Nasarawa area of Kamba, Dandi local government area. He said the suspects tied the baby with wrappers, covered her mouth, and buried her in a shallow grave inside a bush. According to him, a farmer, Alhaji Kabiru Muhammad, discovered the disturbed patch of soil while walking on his farm and alerted nearby residents. They quickly dug up the site and found the baby still alive. She was rushed to General Hospital Kamba, where doctors confirmed her to be stable after medical attention. Abubakar said detectives from the State Criminal Investigation Department arrested Mariam shortly after, and during interrogation, she confessed to the act. The Commissioner of Police, Bello Sani, condemned the incident, describing it as a clear case of child abuse. The police said the suspect will be charged to court once investigations are concluded. The management of the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) has announced a date for the commencement of registration for the 2025 Batch B Stream 2. NYSC announced that 2025 Batch B Stream 2 registration will commence on Monday, 8 September 2025. The announcement, however, did not state when the registration exercise would end. The National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) is a scheme established in 1973 as part of post-Civil War reconciliation efforts with the aim of fostering national unity and integration among young Nigerians. The program mandates that graduates of tertiary institutions under the age of 30 serve the country for 1 year, during which they are deployed to states outside their region of origin. The city of Enugu was thrown into mourning yesterday after two separate road accidents involving cement-laden trucks claimed 10 lives and left 10 others hospitalized along the busy Enugu-Port Harcourt expressway. Among the victims was an entire family whose car was crushed beyond recognition in one of the accidents that occurred at the Four Corner Junction area of Ozala. Confirming the incidents, the Enugu State Police Command said The first crash occurred around 9 a.m. when a Howo truck inscribed Visco Investment Global and carrying cement from Aba to Abuja collided with a Toyota Corolla that was attempting to overtake another vehicle. The impact caused a fire that engulfed the Corolla, killing all 5 occupants. Barely hours later, around 3 p.m., tragedy struck again on the same expressway when a Sino truck belonging to Global Investment and also laden with cement rammed into a tricycle. The truck, said to be driving against traffic, crushed the tricycle and its 4 occupants, who later died in hospital. Police, that's the Enugu police spokesperson, DSP Daniel Ndukwe, said 10 other persons injured in the 2 crashes were rushed to the University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital, UNTH Ituku Ozala, where they are receiving treatment. The West African Examinations Council, WAEC, has given assurances that the forthcoming Computer-Based West African Senior School Certificate Examinations, or CBWASSCE, will be accessible to students in every part of Nigeria, regardless of their location. The examination body emphasized that when the new model is fully implemented in 2026, no candidate will be left out or disenfranchised due to inadequate access to technology or infrastructure. It maintains that deliberate measures are being put in place to ensure inclusivity so that candidates from rural and underserved communities will have the same opportunities as those in urban centers. Head of the WAEC National Office, Dr. Amos Dangote, gave the assurance during a sensitization session organized for members of the National Assembly Committees on Education. Dangote said WAEC is also working closely with the Ministry of Education and relevant agencies to ensure a stable electricity supply, provision of internet facilities, and training of personnel who will manage the centers during examinations. You are watching TV Sapientia on Star Times 260. The news continues shortly after this time out. Please don't go away. Welcome back to the rest of the Sapientia News Bulletin at 1 p.m. My name is Joe Ibo. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund, or NELFUND, has urged tertiary institutions to speed up the verification process for beneficiaries of the loan scheme. In a statement by its Director, Strategic Communications, Mrs. Oshemi Oluwatoyin, the agency said the slow verification process was causing delays in loan disbursement to beneficiaries. Oluwatoyin said NELFUND is inundated with complaints from prospective beneficiaries expressing worries that the delay is hindering many of them from receiving their institutional fees and upkeep allowance from NELFUND. Also, the agency said it had moved to a new permanent headquarters at House 12, Plot 103/104, Monrovia Street, Wuse 2, opposite Bon Hotel, Abuja, Federal Capital Territory. It assured stakeholders and the public that this relocation will not interrupt services in any way. All digital lenders operating in Nigeria have been directed by the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, to register with it within 3 months. Failure to do so will attract up to 100 million naira fine, or 1% of such firms' annual turnover, as well as their closure or ban of their directors. FCCPC said in a statement by its Corporate Affairs Director, Ondaje Ijagu, that the new set of laws is aimed at addressing rising consumer complaints against digital lenders, such as mobile money operators, digital money lenders, and their service partners. According to the statement, Ijagu restated FCCPC's determination to stem exploitative practices, data privacy violations, abusive loan recovery practices, and harassment of consumers by unregulated digital lending operators. The regulations make it mandatory for all digital lenders to be transparent, make their loan terms clear, deploy ethical recovery methods, and respect consumer privacy. The FCCPC advised aggrieved consumers to report unlawful or unregistered lenders, unfair interest rates, or privacy violations via its complaint portal at Lenders Task Force at fccpc.gov.ng. The Lagos State government has restated that obtaining an environmental impact assessment approval is compulsory for all project developments across the state. The special advisor to the governor on environment, Olakunle Rotimi Akodu, made this known during a stakeholders engagement workshop on EIA for practitioners in the real estate sector and project developers in Lagos State, held at the Watercrest Hotel, Ikeja, yesterday. According to him, all developers and builders must subject their projects to an EIA process before commencement. He explained that estate development projects, 5-floor buildings and above, 8 apartment units and above, shopping malls, filling stations, industrial facilities, sand mining projects, dredging and land reclamation, among others, must get EIA approval. He said EIA is a critical environmental management tool that must be embraced by both the private and public sectors in order to achieve sustainable development. Rotimi Akodu said some development activities degrade the environment and destroy fragile ecosystems. The Minister of Education, Olatunji Alausa, has dismissed concerns about potential strikes by the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU. Alausa's assurance comes amid ongoing talks between the government and ASU over the non-implementation of the 2009 ASU-FGN agreement. The minister emphasized that the government was engaging with ASU and other trade unions with the highest level of mutual respect, adding that there was no need for private conversations to be made public. The minister also highlighted the government's efforts to improve the education sector, including the migration of West African Examinations Council and National Examinations Council exams to computer-based testing. According to Alausa, this move aims to reduce examination malpractices and improve the quality of education. To end the Sapiencia TV news at 1 p.m., a recap of the major headlines. 29 persons have been confirmed dead in a boat accident at the Gausawa community in the Borgu local government area of Niger State. The West African Examinations Council WAEC has given assurances that the forthcoming computer-based West African Senior School Certificate Examination, or CBWASSCE, will be accessible to students in every part of Nigeria, regardless of their location. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund, or NELFUND, has urged tertiary institutions to speed up the verification process for beneficiaries of the loan scheme. And finally, the Minister of Education, Olatunji Alausa, has dismissed concerns about potential strikes by the Academic Staff Union of Universities. That was the Sapiencia TV news at 1 p.m. On behalf of the editorial and technical crew, I am Joe Igbo. Good afternoon and thanks for choosing TV Sapiencia.